Been lying to both my therapist and my mom for the past year. It started 6 months ago when I found out my therapist was reporting everything I said directly to my mom. I told Dr. Jasmine one tiny thing, that I sometimes wore my shoes inside the house, and 3 days later my mom confiscated every single pair I owned. She held up my favorite sneakers like evidence at a crime scene. You can wear double-layered socks until you learn where shoes belong, she said. Most kids would have been furious. I sat on my bed that night and realized something was very wrong. Therapists aren't allowed to share what you tell them. It's literally illegal. So why was mine reporting to my mom like a spy? That's when I started planning. My mom has always needed to control my world, the same way fish need water. After she and my dad divorced, she told the court my dad was unstable and emotionally unavailable, which is hilarious because the man cries at dog food commercials. She got full custody and $5,000 a month in child support, which apparently funds her obsession with monitoring my every breath. She installed tracking apps on my phone. She reads my diary, which I know for a fact because I wrote, "Mom, stop reading my diary," and the next day she grounded me for disrespecting her privacy. When my behavioral issues landed me in therapy, I knew it was another trap, so I tested it. I told Dr. Jasmine about how I wore my shoes in the house and waited. When the punishment came 3 days later, I went back to therapy and mentioned to her how my mom took all my shoes away and now my feet are bleeding. Dr. Jasmine didn't flinch, didn't apologize, just asked how I was doing in school, so I lied. "I'm failing chemistry," I said. "I just can't understand molecular structures." 1 week later, my chemistry teacher pulled me aside. "Your mother called demanding a meeting about your failing grade," she said, confused. I told her you have the highest grade in the class. She refused to believe me. I thanked my teacher and walked away smiling. My therapist was telling my mom everything. For the next few months, I fed them both carefully crafted lies. I told Dr. Jasmine I felt disconnected from my dad and didn't really want to see him anymore. This was strategic. If mom thought I hated dad, she'd never suspect I was working with him. Each lie came back as rewards instead of punishments. Mom bought me a new phone after that one. Meanwhile, I was building my case. I found receipts showing mom paid Dr. Jasmine $200 cash per session on top of insurance, under the table money to keep her updated on everything I said. The library had computers mom couldn't track, so I emailed dad everything. He wrote back one word, "ready." So I requested a family therapy session. Mom was thrilled. She probably thought I was finally going to admit she was right about everything. My mom and I sat in Dr. Jasmine's office, and I suddenly understood how sardines felt. Mom started immediately. "She's been acting out more than ever. The lying, the sneaking around. I think we need a more intensive treatment plan." Dr. Jasmine nodded. "I've noticed concerning patterns, some defiance." I sat there with my hands folded and my face blank. Then there was a knock on the door. Dr. Jasmine frowned. "I don't have anyone else scheduled." The door opened and my dad stepped inside. I was out of my chair before I could stop myself, wrapping my arms around him for the first time in months. Mom's face twisted with confusion. "What are you doing here? Get out. This is a private session." "Actually," I said, pulling away from dad, "he has the legal right to attend all family therapy appointments." I checked. Mom lunged across the coffee table. "How dare you!" I stepped back. Dad put himself between my mom and I. His voice was steady as he said, "I'm filing for full custody, and I have evidence that Dr. Jasmine has been sharing confidential session information with you in exchange for cash payments. That's not just unethical, it's a crime." Mom's face went white. "Doctor." Jasmine's notepad slipped from her fingers and hit the floor. Dad looked directly at Mom. "You lied to a judge to get custody. You paid a therapist to spy on your own daughter, and now you're going to pay child support to me instead." He turned to Dr. Jasmine. "You might want to find a new career. My daughter and I already reported you to the licensing board." Dr. Jasmine started stammering something about context and misunderstanding, but nobody was listening anymore. Mom found her voice. "You ungrateful little brat. After everything I sacrificed, I gave up my figure for you." Dad put his hand on my shoulder. "Come on, kiddo. We're done here." In the parking lot, Dad looked down at me and smiled for the first time in months. "You did good, kid. I'm proud of you." Then he paused. "Hey," he said, "you want to stop somewhere on the way home?" I looked up at him and actually laughed. "Yeah," I said, "I need new shoes."